Timmy.
So that this could be more usable.
Timmy, you going for a walk? You going for a walk, dear boy?
Yeah.
He looks funny in like a warped lens. Timmy. Ready to go for a walk? Alright. Hey, what's up everyone? Doing a bit of like a nature walk slash run, probably. I planned on running at least. And I just finished working out, and today I did biceps and shoulders, and then I was gonna run immediately after, and then I ended up eating pasta, which was spaghetti, which probably wasn't the greatest idea, and I'm probably gonna regret it as soon as I go to start eating, or not eating, running. As soon as I start running, I'm probably gonna regret that I ate pasta. It's just gonna be a bit heavier. I'd probably rather eat on an empty stomach, honestly, than on a heavy food like that. Yeah, but we'll see how it goes. There's some nice trails I'm gonna run on. My eye is watering from the wind. All right. All right. I don't know why, but I just all of a sudden got like a ton of dirt kicked into my eyes or something. So a great way to start off the adventure. Maybe it was like a hair or something. So yeah. Right. The trail's pretty short, so we'll see how like far we actually get. I've ran pretty consistently this week. I think I ran maybe like four times, and each time was around like it kind of varies. Sometimes I'll run for like 3 miles, and then other times it might be like 6 or 7. So yeah, I do want to attempt like an 8-mile run sometime, but I'm not sure that I'm like up to it to be able to do something that's that far. But I've gotten like pretty close to around that distance, and usually my regular route has like a lot of inclines in it, and the path I want to go that's a lot further, it's mostly just flats, so it'll be a little bit of a different run really. But yeah, there's like a ton of ducks and geese, like actually a lot. I don't even know if you guys can see how many are actually out here. But yeah, there are like hundreds, if not more. Yeah, probably hundreds. They got a bunch of tiny specks out there. It's pretty crazy. Usually I don't really see that many. Yeah, I've never ran on these trails before. But it's pretty cool. There's a lot of nature and just like stuff around. It's at least something to kind of look at and just kind of taking while I'm running. I don't really need like the craziest scenery whenever I'm going for a run, but it always does kind of help for a little bit of motivation. So yeah, normally I like to lift before I run, and then I'll do a run afterwards. And usually I like to do it a lot earlier in the morning. Like tomorrow, if I record another video, I'll probably do a lot earlier in the morning, just because it'll be a lot quieter in the day. Not so much like going on and happening. So that should be, I don't know, just a little bit easier to work with, really. But yeah, this is probably a weird video format from what a lot of people that usually watch my channel are used to, since my main thing that I do is mostly art. So yeah, I'm probably gonna branch a bit off from doing the art sort of stuff, and like I'm still gonna do art on, of course, but it'll be a little bit different. Kind of want to spread out and do a bunch of different things. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, because I don't know, I always just did like art stuff and drawing, like mostly just ink drawing, and then I started doing some digital stuff, and that's pretty much like all I've been doing for the last 3 or 4 years probably. And I think on YouTube it says I have like 650 videos. It's just all art stuff. So I mean, and art's not really the only thing that I do all day too, so it'll be kind of cool to, I guess, share and do a lot of different things than just the art all the time. So yeah, it's kind of nice, honestly, to just talk about random shit while I run. Just kind of see what I come up with. And yeah, definitely when I started running, I wasn't able to talk at all. Does it loop around the house or the building? Does it loop around the building out the back, up that way? Oh yeah, it must.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna be doing a lot more, like, I guess you could call it like variety, really. A lot of different genres, topics. Probably just mostly other hobbies or interests that I have, really. So like, I'm still gonna do drawing, since that's just something that I do every day. And then I've been also working on some like other projects that are art related, and I'll have to see where those end up going. And yeah, I'll definitely keep you guys updated on those and how you guys will probably see how they turn out and that sort of thing. But yeah, definitely for like drawing and stuff like that, I've always loved the sort of like exploration factor in art. And as soon as it starts to become sort of like this system of trying to make everything perfect, and you sort of like have like a schedule and you know exactly what you're gonna do in each sort of point of it, then it sort of gets a lot, I don't know, a bit boring really. And it just kind of turns into this big like productivity machine, and how fast and how much you can sort of output. So it sort of has turned into that. And usually what I would do in the past, if it started to happen like that for my art, is I would just kind of start moving into like other sort of mediums. Like I would go from drawing with ink into digital, and then sort of like just go from that and sort of explore those new aspects that come up, like using a different brush and that sort of thing. So yeah, I'll take a bit of a cool down break. It's a lot more draining like energy wise to be talking well while I'm sort of running around. So yeah, I definitely want to see where like running can go. I don't know how like serious I'll take it for like competitive or anything like that, like entered events or anything. I kind of just mostly do it for fun. It's like a really good sort of way to relax and just kind of, I don't know, just do something else that's different from the rest of the day. And like I've pretty much like been lifting weights and working out in that way since I was in like, I don't even know, like 9th grade. I think I started lifting weights, or at least was doing like more body weight sort of things. And then after, I just kind of started to like it. At first I was doing more of like working out and stuff, since I don't know, like someone in shape would seem more of like, you sort of like obtain something from working out, like physique or looks and that sort of thing. So at first I kind of started for that aspect, and then as I kept doing it, like, and like when I was lifting and focusing on form and different things, and I sort of had like a meditative aspect to it. So then I kind of kept doing it a bit for that reason, and it just kind of, I don't know, just kind of stuck. And now I've been like lifting pretty off and on. Like I'll at least lift once a week, like even on my worst weeks. And then other than that, like then some weeks I'll lift every day. So it kind of depends on how much I can remember really to work out and that sort of thing. So, and then for running, it's kind of more on like how my body feels, and each sort of time I go, because sometimes it's injury dependent, and then other times then I just like feel like going. So I would probably run all day every day if my body could allow it, which would be insane. I'd probably just run around the entire country or something all day. So yeah, kind of just do that. And yeah, so walking, walking I'll usually do when I can't run, so it's sort of like a backup. Or if I guess if I really wanted to just go on a walk in and see what I could sort of think of. yeah, and for like art stuff and that sort of thing, I've been really liking animation and a lot of like digital art a lot more. And for like I said earlier, the last like 3 to 4 years, well, even longer than that, probably like 6 years, it's just been all old traditional, all like pen and ink stuff, like brush, mostly like brush sort of things. I kind of went from like a transition period and just started like testing a bunch of different things that I don't know, just would be interesting really. And sort of like lately just kind of ran out of things to experiment with really, or at least like the interest to wanna experiment with. So, and especially like now I kind of want to get like experiment with content really and see where that goes, like try some workout videos and running videos, walking, just talking about random nonsense and whatever I think of that day really. And yeah, probably gonna base a lot of the videos on like transparency really, and just kind of giving as much honesty as I can on different things. Yeah, it's kind of pretty much it really. So yeah, I think I'm gonna start running again, and yeah, we'll see what happens. So yeah, I'll definitely see how tomorrow's run's gonna go. Sometimes I'll try to like save enough energy to be able to go multiple days of running in a row, so I won't necessarily like try to use all my energy on one like instance of running. Sometimes I'll do that for workouts too, but most of the time when I'm lifting weights before I run, I don't really need to conserve too much, since I feel like most of the energy like after lifting weights and different things sort of recovers before I go to run, or like it doesn't really affect like that side very much. Ooh. That was a snake. Bro, like honestly, snakes scare the shit out of me. Especially when running and you just hear something like slithered in the grass. I saw a snake. No. I saw a snake in the grass. Yeah. It's a big ass gardener snake. I wouldn't be surprised if I see a couple more snakes early. It's kind of just that time. Yeah, usually when I run, there's a lot of incline. So inclines actually feel a lot more natural than some of the flats do. Which is kind of messed up, but really just whatever you train, you just kind of start to get better at that thing really. Which is sort of what I always tried to really express for like drawing and different things like that. Since I always get questions on like how to get better at drawing, how to draw things without reference or from imagination. And really, I would always kind of think about it in my head, and it always just came back to just whatever you do, you're really gonna get better at that thing. So it's kind of what it's kind of just what I always tried to practice. Really, was just that one thing. Like just whatever you do, you're just gonna get better at that. Oh, I'm getting a cramp in my side. Most likely culprit of the spaghetti that I had. So probably gonna have to stop running early today. I knew I was gonna regret eating pasta beforehand. It's alright though. Usually when I go for a run and something just comes up and I can't finish out the run, then I'll just kind of do what I can. You know, and usually it's just walking, especially when it's like when I run pretty far out, then I pretty much always have to walk back. So that's something that I kind of think about from time to time when I'm going for a run. It's like when I'm going really far out, gonna have to make it back. But yeah, usually I'll sort of like gauge the distance a bit and just use that to sort of like measure out if I'll have enough energy to get back just walking. Which, yeah, walking is amazing when you don't feel like doing anything really, and it's really good for clearing your head. So yeah, I think that's probably gonna do it for today's video. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to consider giving the video a like, it helps like the algorithm and makes my video basically show up on more feeds. You can share the video if you think it would anyone like it, or helps or whatnot, find it interesting. And yeah, if you want to see more, you can subscribe. I have a lot of art content if that's something you're interested in. And yeah, I'm gonna be posting a lot more like life stuff and probably workout videos, running, yeah, whatever kind of I think about that day. Probably a lot of various topics too. I have a lot of things I'm interested in and that sort of thing. So yeah, we'll see where it goes, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, guys.
Okay, you're just filling out.
Probably helps.